The sparkling and exciting imagination of Walt Disney has brought world-famous Mickey Mouse and a happy-go-lucky gang of other characters, like Minnie, Donald Duck, Pluto, and Goofy. Walt's high school days in Chicago were very crowded. He acted in school plays, drew for the paper, and experimented with a movie camera. At night, he studied cartooning. Then, in 1916, "I hear you got a job, Walt."
Just what I wanted. I'll wear a uniform and travel.
"Magazines, peanuts, candy." But the job didn't last long because Walt ate up all his profits. Although World War I caused a manpower shortage in 1917, Walt couldn't get a job.
Too young, am I? Well, let's see how this stage makeup works.
With makeup aging his face, 16-year-old Walt became a letter carrier. But he didn't carry letters long. A few months later, he went overseas as a Red Cross ambulance driver. Once, as General Pershing was on an inspection tour.
"Who did that unique camouflage?"
"Walt Disney, sir." After the armistice,
"I'd like to try acting, but I guess it'll be easier to get an artist's job."
Soon, he was an apprentice in a Kansas City advertising agency.
"Still sketching happy farmers and contented cows?"
But after Christmas, I'll be sketching more important things." Instead, he was laid off. Walt set up his own art studio in 1919, but later he took another job, at night in an empty garage with a friend.
"That library book sure showed us how to make better movie cartoons. We're on the way up, selling a new cartoon every week." "Well, look who's here again. Where's the wastebasket?" "Good evening, Mortimer Mouse. Want to take your nightly stroll?" "Mortimer is a formal name. I'll change it to Mickey." "Walt, forget that, Mouse. The boys are here."
So, for 6 months they worked at night. Then Walt quit his job and started his own company with several artist friends.
"Boys, are you willing to experiment on my Red Riding Hood idea? If it succeeds, you'll have jobs in the company I'll form." "We'll do it."
They made and sold 7 movie cartoons, but suddenly,
"The firm that bought our cartoons went broke. Me too. I want to go to Hollywood, but I don't even have the fare."
With money he earned making a slide film, he bought an old movie camera. "My sister wants movies of her baby, too." Within 2 weeks, Walt earned his fare to Hollywood. There, his brother Roy helped him set up a crude studio and an office. One day, "Here's someone for the job of coloring our cartoons. Remember, we can only pay $15.
If Alice in Cartoonland succeeds, we'll give her a raise."
Alice, which combined cartoons and actors, failed, but the girl stayed on to work on other cartoons and to become Mrs. Disney. The company began to prosper, and Walt sent for the boys. "Good luck in New York."
"I'm sure we'll raise the money to experiment and make our cartoons even better."
But after a few days in New York,
"People like Disney's cartoons as they are, so why give him money to change them?" "Right. We'll hire his artists and produce the pictures ourselves."
Back to Hollywood went the discouraged Disneys.
"Well, things look bad, Lillian. I have no artists, no orders. If only I could think of a new cartoon character."
"Dogs, cats, rabbits, they've all been used."
"I've got it! A mouse! My old friend Mickey Mouse."
The first Mickey Mouse picture was almost unnoticed in 1927 because, "Sound from the screen! This will revolutionize the movies!" A second silent Mickey was also unnoticed, but the third was an instant success.
"Was that really Mickey Mouse talking?"
"No, it was somebody else. I don't know who." Then and ever since, Walt himself has been Mickey's voice. Mickey's creators soon gave him new screen pals. These early Disney cartoons earned enough money for Walt to carry out a dream.
"Roy, now we can afford to experiment with color and good music."
So, in 1929, the first Silly Symphony appeared, a musical, colorful laugh riot that thrilled millions. By 1932, honors were heaped on Disney, including the first of many Academy Awards and a special medal.
"Parents Magazine is delighted to honor you for distinguished service to children, Mr. Disney."
"Thank you, Mr. Hecht. I expect to devote my life to making children laugh and sing." When a drawing from Snow White, the first full-length cartoon, was hung in New York's Metropolitan Museum of Art, a museum official said,
"Disney is the greatest figure in the development of American art."
Not only in America, but all over the world, laughter greeted Disney characters, especially in Spain, where Mickey is called Miguel Ratoncito, England, Mickey Mouse, Italy, Topolino, Japan, Mickey Cucci, France, Michel Souris, and Russia, Mickey Mouse. When the world's laughter was stilled by gunfire, most of Mickey's studio work went into the war effort. Training films. Now I know why we had to study that malarial mosquito cartoon.
Remember how we laughed then, but the lesson stuck.
Insignia for planes, tanks, and ships. Morale building and educational films on the home front.
It feels good to laugh again.
That song is catchy. Listen to folks whistling it. On D-Day, a beloved friend of a fighting army was honored at Allied headquarters.
The password is Mickey Mouse.
Like millions of other fighters, Mickey and his pals returned to civilian life after the war, full of more fun than ever before. Disney full-length cartoons and shorts are again entertaining the world. Dad, which will be your biggest full-length picture?
Alice in Wonderland, with some ideas your mother and I worked on for the other Alice 25 years ago.
Meanwhile, Disney's latest, Melody Time, is playing to capacity audiences. Although Mickey has shared his spotlight with many Disney characters, he remains Walt's favorite, and the world's. Hold on, Walt. That's my fan mail.
You win, Mickey. That's all, folks.